we've been fireworks fans for the longest time, and I have two stories that I wanted to ask you. So
Okay.
originally, like I'm in Orlando right now, but I grew up in South Florida. Um,
Okay.
I've seen you guys come down to, every venue in South Florida that you guys were allowed to play in.
Right.
And I was at the infamous 2009 Culture Room show.
Okay. Okay.
And it's funny because I have another story about that tour that my friend wanted to ask you guys. But um, I remember that show so vividly with, I think it was Polar Bear Club and Set Your Goals.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I remember just having a blast at that show, and then all of a sudden, security just gets mad, and David just goes, "You guys outnumber them. Hop on stage," and we all just like rush the stage. And then you guys weren't allowed to play there anymore,
Yeah.
but that opened up so many doors for you guys to play Talent Farm, which was easily one of my favorite venues down south. And I saw you guys there maybe 4 to 5 times.
Yeah. No, I mean, Talent Farm was like, I mean, well, the first time we played the Talent Farm was like one of the first places outside of Michigan that were like, oh, people like us, like, and it was, yeah, the shows are awesome there. And that was actually the when we couldn't play the what was it, Culture Room?
Culture Room.
Yeah, when we couldn't play that, we ended up just doing a matinee at the Talent Farm, and Hop Along jumped on, and it was just it was a cool 1 p.m. show, and then we took the night off, and yeah, and that was the last time we played Talent Farm. I don't think it's there anymore, right?
No, they unfortunately they had complaints from I think it was like a laser tag place that was next door about the parking and everything else that was going on every time they had shows. And yeah, Mr. Burns just couldn't support it anymore. I was heartbroken when I found out that happened. But
Yeah.
it was crazy because that tour that you guys did, the matinee, I think that was the Greatest Generation tour for the Wonder Years. And the fact that you guys not only did a matinee out of, just like courtesy for everybody who got tickets to the Culture Room show, they still came out to the Talent Farm to watch you guys, to then drive like the 40 minutes to Culture Room to catch the rest of the tour. I thought that was like just like a really cool sentiment that you guys did. But fuck Culture Room for what they did. I've gotten kicked out of that venue so many times.
Yeah, I mean, it was ridiculous because, like, I don't quite remember what happened at that 2009 show. I remember it happening, and I remember us cutting our set early because I know they were like the security was like choking people that were crowd surfing or like manhandling them and stuff like that. So we stopped, and then I know it got out of hand, but I don't remember exactly what happened. And then yeah, then that was 2009, and then time went on, and we weren't originally on that Greatest Generation tour. Defeater was, and we ended up taking their spot because they had to drop off. And once we got added, like we just got added to all the venues, and then our manager at the time called me and was like, "What did you guys do in Florida in 2009?" I was like, "I don't know," like, and then like they're like, "Well, you can't play this venue," and I was like, "No one can talk them into like letting us play." Like that was 5 years ago, and like, and they just like would not back down from it, and then so like even like the Wonder Years agent tried to call them and was like they're on the tour, let them, and they're like no. So we just like, all right, we'll book our own show.